Hi everyone, welcome to today's Cyber Seniors webinar. Now, as we're approaching the holiday season, I know this is a very popular time to be donating and giving. And so today what we're going to be talking about is donating online. We're going to go over, first of all, how you can do it by setting up one-time or monthly donations, but also how to do it safely. There can be a lot of scams that come with donating online, and we want to look at how to avoid them and how to actually be able to give directly to the causes we care about. Now, we're going to jump into that, but before we do get started, I'm proud to say that today's webinar is sponsored by Breezeline. Breezeline is the 8th largest cable provider in the US. Breezeline offers internet, TV, and voice services to residents and businesses in 12 states. So we are so happy to have them on as a sponsor here. So before we jump in, we're going to see a quick video from Breezeline.
Wi-Fi your way home, powered by Plume Home Pass. Technology that spreads ultra-fast Wi-Fi to every inch of your home. We make having a Wi-Fi supercharged home easy by including a SuperPod with your Wi-Fi gateway package. Learn more at breezeline.com.
All right, and if you want to learn more about Breezeline and what they offer, you can visit them online after this session at www.breezeline.com. And with that, we'll jump right in. All right, so donating online, how to do it safely and securely. So what are we going to go over today? First of all, we're going to establish safe online donating practices. We are going to provide tools for you to determine the legitimacy of a charity. We're going to share tips on how to use crowdfunding sites if you're interested in donating that way, and also share tips on how to find causes or find charities that might align with things that you want to give to. So starting off, why donate online versus doing it, in a more traditional way? First of all, donating online is a great way to give back to your community and causes you care about, and it's quick and easy to do. So it's an easier way to set up either a one-time donation or say a monthly donation, and you can easily go in and adjust that monthly donation, give more one month than another, and it just simplifies the process. And with some tech street smarts, you can avoid online scams and make sure to effectively support your favorite charities. Donating online also is a great way to find new charities. So if there's a cause you're passionate about, but you don't really know where to start or where to give, the internet can be a great tool for finding, sourcing charities that actually work towards causes that you care about. Now, before we get into how you find charities and any of that, I do want to highlight some things to look out for when you are looking to donate online. Let's talk safety first. So first of all, know your charity. Online or offline, you should never give to a charity that you know nothing about. That is why it's important to do research. Look for a mission statement on their website, a clear description of program accomplishments, and also a list of board of directors. See if there's who's involved, what people are involved, and that those people are real and exist. Do not assume that a web address that ends with .org, which is common for nonprofits rather than .com, is a nonprofit organization. When it comes to your website ending, you can really claim nearly any ending you like, I think besides .gov probably. So look out for that. Also, you can check the IRS website for up-to-date lists of registered nonprofits and charitable organizations. So you can use that as a tool, last-ditch effort, if you're still unsure if a charity is legit. Next thing you're going to want to look out for and do is you're going to want to obtain contact information. Make sure that on whatever site you're on, if you're donating online, that you have the option to contact the charity online. So through a working email address. Also make sure that there's a way that you can contact them offline. Look for a listed phone number and mailing address. And if you want to go the extra step, send an email to that email. Make sure it doesn't bounce back. Put a phone call in. Make sure that actually goes through. Use Google Maps to put in their mailing address and actually see the physical location of where they say they're located to confirm that it's actually, a charity. The next thing to do, especially in this online realm, is look for the date of the information. Now, legitimate charities should be keeping their website information up to date, whether that's on their main page or through a blog. So the thing you can do is you can, go to their main page, or if they have some sort of blog, something they're posting to more regularly, go there and look for something on the page that says last updated or posted on, and check the date there and make sure that it's pretty recent, right? You don't want to go on a website and see that they haven't updated or posted in years, because then you don't know where your money might be going, or if it's just going to get lost in the mix. So look for that. An easy way to do that is to click Control F or Command F on your keyboard, and it should bring up a little search bar. And through that, you should be able to search for those keywords: last updated on, posted on, anything like that. If you don't see something like that on your screen, there is another way to check when a website has been last updated, and I will show that right now. There's a bit of a workaround. You have to go into the website's coding, but it's actually not that complicated. So I'll show you right now. So for the purpose of this example, I'm just going to use our website so we can see what this looks like. So the first thing you're going to do if you're looking to see when a website was last updated is just, you can scroll up and down and again look for those keywords: updated on, last posted, something like that. Now, I'm not seeing this, but maybe I'm just having a hard time finding it. So my next action is going to be to click Command or Control F, depending on if you have a Mac or a PC. And you'll see when I do that, I get this little search bar up here at the top. And what I can do is I can, again, search for updated. Nope, nothing. Modified. Nope. Posted. So I'm not finding that listed here, which makes sense because this is just kind of a static home page. So that's not gonna work to find it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the page coding, basically. So what I'm gonna do is or the page source, I'm gonna right click on the screen like this, and I'm gonna go down to where it says here, View Web Page Source. What this will do is it will open this page with all this code that might be hard to decipher, but I'll be on here, and then once again, I can use that Command or Control F tool to search. And from here, I'm gonna type in modified, and that should bring me to a part, and I can see here article modified, time, content 2022-808. So that wasn't that long ago. That makes sense for me. So I feel like this has been updated pretty recently, and here it is again, the date modified of the page. So that's the kind of thing you're looking for. If it hasn't been modified or updated in like a year, that would be a red flag, but a couple months may not be a big of a deal with like a static home page. Or you can try to go to a maybe busier page, a page that might get updated more, like some sort of page that has this new information, or a news page that they might have, and check that out as well. Now, another thing to look out for is the safety of the website itself. A legitimate charity or nonprofit website should be a secure, encrypted website. So obviously, before sharing any credit card information, make sure the site uses some basic encryption technology to protect you. Check the address bar. The URL should begin with HTTPS. And you should also notice a lock icon right before the URL. So if you're looking below, this is the URL for our website at Cyber Seniors. You'll see that lock icon. That means that website is secure and that is confirmed by your browser. And that HTTPS is just an encryption security protocol. And so if a website has that, you should know it's secure. Now, this is less of something to look for as it is a tip, is to give directly. If the charity that you want to support does not offer online giving, You then may be able to use a third party site like Just Giving or Network for Good, but it is always preferable that you give directly. That way, you know for certain that your money is going directly to the cause you care about. You don't have to worry about processing delays, and you actually don't also have to worry about transaction fees. Those transaction fees may be charged to you as the donor, or they may be charged to the charity that is using whatever third-party platform they are to collect funds. So in the case that the charity you're looking to donate doesn't do online donations, which is relatively rare at this point in time, you should see if there's another online way to donate, because then you can, get the most out of what you're actually donating. But if you really want to use the online kind of route and it's a third-party site, just make sure that it's a legit third-party site. Just Giving and Network for Good are two main ones that a lot of charities and nonprofits use to collect donations. And then a last thing to look out for is do not respond to spam solicitations. Spam solicitations may contain links to websites of scammers that look like those legitimate charities. Now, these often come through via email. You might get an email asking you to donate to a cause or a particular issue. So if you do get an email soliciting you for a donation, do not click on any links or forward the chain email to any friends. Now, this is different than if you already support a charity and they are just emailing you about an existing donation that you do. Maybe, they're asking if you want to give more during the holiday season, whatever it is. That can be a bit different, but still do be cautious and be incredibly cautious if you were receiving a solicitation from a organization that you do not already donate to or contribute to in some capacity. These can often be spam, so be careful around that. Now, what you're looking out for with that is something like this. Here is a sample email of a solicitation email that is a scam about donating to support Ukraine. So here it says a donation campaign has been launched to support Ukraine and also help refugees fleeing the conflict in Ukraine. Now, one thing that we can already look out for from here is the grammar is not the best, and you can also see that the formatting of this email is not very professionally done. So that's one thing to look for. Often these emails get sent out in a rush. They send out thousands upon thousands of them, knowing that some people won't, read very carefully. So as long as you read carefully, you'll notice these sorts of things. You'll see kind of random links that are just a bunch of number. And also in this email, they are accepting cryptocurrency donations like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stuff like that. And that's usually also a telltale sign, because there's no tracking of that money. It's a tactic that people use so they can't get caught. So if that's how they're asking to receive donations, that is a huge red flag and something to avoid. You can also look at things like their email. The email itself at the top is not really making sense. For some reason, it's Ukraine, and then it has the that registered trademark thing at the top. I don't know why they would have that for a government thing. And it's also .org. Government websites will also always be .gov. So lots of red flags here, things to look out for. The best bet is if you're getting a solicitation email, just delete it right away. Don't even respond to it. If you want to donate, go directly to the cause or to the website of the thing you want to donate to and donate it that way. Try not to do it through an email. Now that we've talked about some of the things to look out for when you're donating online so that you don't, donate to a fake charity or get scammed, how do you actually find places to donate? And how do you find safe places to donate? So there's many charities and causes to give to, and obviously it can be daunting to figure out where you can donate to them. So if you're lost on where to donate to support a cause of your choice, Great Nonprofits is a site that helps you search for charities by cause or location. You can go here and you can see a list of nonprofits find out more about them and how you can donate. So right now, what we will do is we're going to do a live demo to look at what this website looks like and how you can use it. All right, so here we are on greatnonprofits.org, and it's a pretty easy tool. It's basically just a search tool. So what you can do is you can use your search bars up here to find a nonprofit, find a specific one, either if it's a cause or if you know the name of one, or you can put in near to find ones that are local to you in your community that you might want to donate to. But if you scroll down to and you put, say, a location, right now it's putting us in San Francisco, but say we put all of USA, we can see our top rated charities, nonprofits, and all of that for the year, and stuff like that. And they have a lot of information on here. They also have articles on, benefits of donating and all of that. But say I wanted to donate to an animal shelter near Los Angeles. I'll just type in those and do my search here. And here I can see all of the charities and nonprofits that match my search queries. So Friends of LA Animal Shelters, all of these things. And within here, we'll get a blurb about each one. And we can say we want to click into this one, Much Love Animal Rescue. We can click in, we can see some pictures, we can find out the cause, we can read their mission here, and all of these things. We can also, at times, if people have reviewed, they can see reviews for these nonprofits or charities. And then if we would like to donate, we can donate directly from here, right on the side, or we can go down and we can find information about them, their phone number, their email, their website, their Facebook page, and all that. And say we wanted to go to their website, we'll just click here, and then we can find them. And like I said, it's always best to donate directly to the organization rather than through a third party. So when I log in here, I'll see that they also have a donate now button on their actual site. So if I click that, I can make my donation directly to them. So that's awesome. So now that you found a charity that you would like to donate to, maybe using that tool we just looked at, you want to make sure you're making the most out of your donation. So once you have found a cause or charities you might want to donate to, you'll also want to check how legitimate the charity is, but also check how good they are about actually taking proceeds they get from donation and putting them towards causes. So the following sites are great places to start to look at the legitimacy of charities, what work they're doing, and kind of just getting a background idea of what they're up to. These websites are Charity Watch, Charity Navigator, GiveWell, and Charity Intelligence. And we'll go through each of these now, just so you have a sense of what they do, what they stand for, and then we will do a live demo of one of them. So first of all, CharityWatch.org. The mission of Charity Watch is a nonprofit charity watchdog and information service is to maximize the effectiveness of every dollar contributed to charity by providing donors with information they need to make more informed giving decisions. So not only are they focusing on which charities are actually legit, but also how much of the money you give to a charity is going actually directly towards causes you care about. So it goes through all that information and will give you a breakdown of that. Next, CharityNavigator.org. Charity Navigator has a rating system that examines two broad areas of a charity's performance: their financial health and their accountability and transparency. So it is important to not jump on a sinking ship. Donating to a charity that is well run and that is actually using the money they're getting towards causes, but also that they are accountable and transparent about where their money goes to and how they spend it. So Charity Navigator is great for checking that sort of thing, and has a great, easy to read kind of rating system. Give.org is another one of these websites. Give.org is by the Better Business Bureau. And it does not rank charities, but rather it seeks to assist donors in making informed judgments about those that solicit their support. Evaluations are done without charge to the charity and are posted for free public access on give.org. So basically, you can go through, you can submit a charity or a cause to look into, and it gets looked into, and then they post their findings there. So if you're not finding information on charity, Watch or any of the others, this is a great place to go. Now, givewell.org. So, unlike other charity evaluators that focus solely on the financials, where the money is going to, the financial health of the organization, on givewell.org, they conduct in-depth research aiming to determine how much good a given program accomplishes. So, rather, how much money goes to a program, whatever program that money is going towards, what that program actually does, how effective it is in actually, contributing to or helping a cause that it's aiming to help. So this means in terms of lives saved, lives improved, etc., things like that per dollar spent. So to see how these websites work, we're going to be looking at Charity Navigator. So right away, when we get to the front page here, we're met with this kind of search option, and this is how we can search for charities that we're looking to find out a bit more about. So just for example's sake, I'm going to put in American Red Cross as my charity example, and then it's going to give us these organizations down here. I don't know why it's kind of cut off right now, but it will give us organizations down here that we can select from. And then it will take us to their page so we can see information about them. We can see their status. It's a 501c3 organization. Their donations are tax deductible. We can see their website, their address, and their phone number all here. And then we can see their rating. This is a 4-star charity. It has 96%. And this is rated on impact and results, accountability and finances, culture and community, and leadership and adaptability. So that's kind of a quick glance into them. We can then kind of go down and read a bit more about this. So in their impact and results, we can go into different categories here. We can see a lot of information on money spent and all of that. We can go into accountability and finances and see their program expense ratio, their administrative expense ratio. So actually, how are they distributing the money they get in, and how well are they doing it? Their culture and community, so diversity and equity and inclusion stuff, all of that. And then leadership and adaptability of their mission. Are they changing with the times? Are they addressing the current needs of what is happening in the world or happening in an area, happening to a group of people, all of that. So this one does really well, and we can see all that information there. And say we wanted to donate from here, we can just click donate, and we can give directly from Charity Navigator. Once again, usually best to do it from directly to the organization, but you could also do it directly from Charity Navigator. Now, another great way to give online is through crowdfunding sites. So crowdfunding sites are great ways to donate to smaller causes or individuals, but this also means that smaller causes may have less information on the fundraiser's legitimacy. So we have to be a bit more careful when we're donating on crowdfunding sites. Some examples of popular crowdfunding sites are things like GoFundMe.com, Causes.com, and Crowdfunder.com. So a bit about GoFundMe, because it's pretty much the main crowdfunding site out there. GoFundMe is an American for-profit crowdfunding platform that allows people to raise money for events ranging from celebrations like graduations or weddings to challenging circumstances like accidents or illness. So basically, a site like this gives you the opportunity to donate to some maybe specific person who has been harmed by a situation or someone going through financial hardship. So if you're looking to help individuals, this is a great way to do so, to give directly to people in need. Now, you'll notice that I said it's a for-profit company, it's a platform. That is all it is. It is a platform. GoFundMe itself is not a charity. It just is a platform in which individuals can create basically sites to collect donations for causes. It's essentially a secure way to collect and distribute electronic payments or donations. So basically, in order to be on the platform, you have to, have your cause written out and it has to be approved and all of that. And then what happens is that users create campaigns to address a need. They set a goal or how much they hope to raise, and they describe what they need the money for through stories and photographs, and then they launch a campaign and people can start donating. This business model works by GoFundMe collecting a portion of the donated funds. So that is another thing. When you are donating, GoFundMe will likely collect a portion of the funds raised in order to be able to host these things on their platform. That is how they work. Now, it is important here, especially to determine a crowdfunder's legitimacy, and it can be, again, a bit harder because we don't have, websites like Charity Watch to be able to determine the legitimacy of any single campaign on these sites. So when you're looking at a crowdfunder's site, you should be able to answer the following questions by reading the fundraiser to make sure it's safe. So you should be able to answer, how is the organizer, the person who's launched the campaign, related to the intended recipient of the donation? Is it the person themselves? Is it a family member? Is it a friend? How are they related to that cause or person? Also, what is the purpose of the fundraiser and how will the funds be used? They should outline how they plan to use the funds. It shouldn't be, blank or vague. They should be telling you how they're going to use them. So transparency is key. You should also look to see, if it's also someone that you may actually know a bit, are direct family members and friends making donations and leaving supportive comments. So when you donate on something like a crowdfunding site, it will show you other people who have donated, and there's kind of a comment section, kind of like on social media. So you can look at those things and see who is donating, how many people are donating, are they leaving messages that lead you to believe, oh, they know this person, there's a relationship here, this is not some sort of random spam person that doesn't actually exist. So look for things like that. And also, is the intended recipient in control of the withdrawals? Again, this is a thing to look at with how is the organizer related to the recipient, who's going to actually be getting that money. So you should be able to answer those questions. The other thing you can do when looking at crowdfunding sites is check the facts and the people. So does the funders page include misleading or factually incorrect information? So look around for that. If they're talking about, say, a hardship that is caused by some sort of event that is easily, Googleable or is in the news, look up the event. Make sure that what they're saying adds up with what maybe is posted elsewhere online. Also, are the people running the campaign real? They may not, this may be a made up story. So Google them. If you can find their names, Google them, check if they have social media profiles, if they're reals, you should be able to find them. The other thing you can do is if the person has posted photos or has a profile photo, you can take that photo and do a reverse Google image search on it and see if it exists elsewhere on the internet, so that you can make sure that that is actually a picture that is connected to the person it says it is and not just some random photo they found online. So that's kind of the last thing to look out for. Now, don't be intimidated by giving online. Online giving has the potential for enormous good by saving billions of dollars in fundraising costs and overhead and allowing charities to more efficiently communicate with donors. So if your favorite charities take adequate precautions, giving to them online should be very little risk. So don't be afraid to do that. Now, what we are going to do online, now that we've gone through looking at Charity Watch and all of these things, we're going to go to a charity's website, and we are going to look at how you can donate and how you can set up one-time or multiple donations. All right, and because it got such good reviews on Charity Navigator, let's look at how to donate. And for our example, we will use the American Red Cross. So when we get to the website, obviously, they have a lot of ways to give. You can donate monetarily. You can also give blood and all these things. You can volunteer. But if we're looking directly just to donate, we can give now directly from this button here or donate up here. So just click either one here. And then we can donate. So we can choose if we want to donate just once or monthly. And we can choose either choice. If it's monthly, we'll just obviously come off our credit card or debit card, whatever we input every month. Then we can choose the amount we want. There's preset amounts, or we can put another amount. And the great thing that they do, and a lot of charities or organizations will do, is rather than just donating into the charity or organization as a whole, if they are a charity or organization that supports multiple causes, you can actually click I want to support, and here it says where it's needed most. So they'll decide based on what's going on, where they need to allocate the most funds at any given time. But you can also choose, I want it, for disaster relief or my local Red Cross, and I can put in my location or blood services. So all of these things we can do, which is nice because it allows you to, give specifically if, there's broader causes to a specific issue you care about. And then you can also dedicate it as a gift to a friend or a loved one if you want to do that. And then lastly, you just choose your payment method, so credit card or PayPal. Say we choose credit card here. We'll just fill out our first name, last name, email address, and phone number, and then your donation receipts get sent to your email address so that you can use it for tax purposes, your billing information and all that, and then your credit card. And once this is all filled out, you just click donate and you are good to go. So that's how it works. All right, well, that's it for today's session on donating online. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions about this topic, you can always call us at Cyber Seniors toll free at 844-217-3057, or you can visit us online at www.cyberseniors.org. And once again, this webinar was proudly sponsored by Breezeline, and you can visit them online at www.breezeline.com.